Hi everyone. Today I got a really interesting use case about someone asking me to how to create a custom report by using the MySQL database. Custom report which will have at least more than 3 dimensions, so let's say 4. And um, and of course this person didn't know how to do it. Me neither until let's say thinking about it. So, ChatGPT is your friend. However, if you are asking stuff to ChatGPT, as it doesn't know much the database, it will of course answer things which make no sense. So the first thing that you need to have is of course the link to the access to the link about the information of the database of Matomo, so this one, database schema. In addition to this, have Matomo on-prem installed, where you can perform some requests, or even if you are using the cloud, the BigQuery cloud of Matomo, you can use it, but at least you need a playground in order to test your request, and you need as well to have the premium feature named custom report in order to check your work. Anyway, in all cases, let me explain you the basic stuff. So, most of the dimensions that you are looking for are located within the log visit table. Okay, this one, where you get almost everything that you need. So the ID of the visitor, the ID site, the location, IP, and let's say the most important information for the end user, which are the referrer name, the referrer type, the referrer URL, and of course you get many other things such as the device type. Here, as you can see, it's interesting because Matomo is not holding in its database the information dealing with the type. So the type, you need to pass it to ChatGPT by looking over here to the documentation, which is going to tell you that 1 means that the referrer is a direct entry, 2 means that this is a search engine, and so on and so forth. Then where you need to pay attention is like ChatGPT is getting those wrong. So you need to explain that referrer name is the one which carried the name of the referrer. Same thing dealing with the referrer type, and same thing dealing with the operating system and the others. Once you get those correct, you can start to, you will get an output from ChatGPT, and you can paste it here as a SQL. And as you can see here, I'm getting in fact my report properly. So as you can see, it's a 4-dimension report. So the source type, the referrer name, the operating system, the browser name, and the visit. And I can easily double check this against either the raw data over here, or either through a custom report that I can create. And also, as you can see here, I'm supposed to have 8 visits coming from the direct entry. If I look over here, I'm getting 4 plus 3 plus 1, so I'm getting my 8 direct entry, and the rest is for the search engine, which is correct. So in order to make a recap of the situation, you define in your head what you want, then you go to ChatGPT and you ask it to create the SQL request. Okay. Unfortunately, as you can see here, ChatGPT, in my case, config OS, config browser name, he had some of them wrong, because as you can see, 1, 2, 3, for him the first one was search engine, referrer type equal 1, whereas in fact equal 1 is the direct entry, so it gets it wrong. So double check the output that ChatGPT is giving you by performing the request against an existing MySQL Matomo database. Look at the output, and then if it doesn't make sense, just go back into the database documentation, go back into ChatGPT and adjust the prompt. So in my case, for example, I give him the different fields of the database, and then I look at the result and I say, hey, you get it wrong over here, and then at the end you get the right output. But in order to double check this against the data of Matomo, you may have to create a custom report, or even to check within the raw data over here. You just need to do that only once, because of course if it starts to look good, high chances that your SQL request looks good. So to have a final look at the SQL request, so here is the documentation in order to convert the type of referrer, and then you see the different dimensions that it's going to grab, so refer name, config OS, config browser name, and ID visit. So as far as those make sense against the fields which are within the database, so to say those, high chances that your request is getting correct and that you can create your custom report with more than 3 dimensions.